Sharmila, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background and how you find the LLMP?
Okay. So my name is Shamila. I'm from Sri Lanka. I think I'm probably the only student from Sri Lanka, actually.
I
Haven't
think so.
seen anyone. So I'm a pioneer in that way. Um, LLMP, uh, if you're asking me how I find LLMP as my career progression from here, well, I've been in a 9 to 5 job for 30 years. So it's been a long time. And I'm kind of one of the older people to get into this. And if anyone out there is thinking, is this for me? I'm so past the age of everything and maybe it's time to be winding down. No, because LLMP really offers those opportunities out there. And it really gave me the confidence because I followed the process, which is a really good process. And if and it's all about mindset, really. So as it says, 80% mindset, 20% work. And that's so very true. Um, I can see that I did try to get into Upwork a couple of years ago when I wasn't with LLMP, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. And I actually thought this is not for me. I'm not going to make it here. 9 to 5 got really, really, um, I experienced a lot of burnout. I just couldn't step out of bed one day and I thought, this is not for me anymore. I've got to stop because otherwise I'm probably going to ruin my career at the end of it. So I stopped and I started LLMP. Um, and I've learned so much. I had the confidence to do the things I have to do on Upwork, like the video strategy, and having 100% complete profile on Upwork, and all of that really helped me. And the mindset, like I said, it was the mindset. I said to myself, I'm just going to go out there and start doing the things that I have to do. I am an introvert, but I thought, well, being introverted isn't going to help me. It's got to change. And so I went out there, I did my video strategy, and I've applied and applied and applied. And things have begun to work. I mean, if I look at it, I haven't even tried for 6 months, but it's been probably kind of 4 months. And in the 4 months, I've had so many people who actually took notice of my applications. Some worked, some didn't work, and the ones that worked for a short while, and then the contracts were over. But that that really doesn't mean it was a failure. It was actually a stepping stone to everything more, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm really, really grateful to LLMP for that.
I love that. And what can you say has been the most valuable part of the program for you?
The most valuable is the community, because I can see that there's everybody out there who's trying to do the same thing I'm doing, and it doesn't matter from which country or how old you are or what you're doing or what your skills strengths are. I mean, everybody is making it work out there, and everybody is not giving up, really. It's hard sometimes to get the attention that you need, but when I see the community and the support that is there, and how they speak about their challenges, I think that's a really valuable thing, because then you're not going it alone. The coaches are a great strength for sure, because I know they've got their heart and soul into it. It's just not a thing of that. It's such an interconnect. It's not a disconnect ever since I started with LLMP. So I like that. I really like that community.
I love that. I actually hope that you keep engaging in the community. Um, you have such a nice heart and you will bring such a nice energy that's the type of energy that we need in the community. Like we need to feel that. Because yeah, you're right. Like we are all in the same boat. Even as the coaches, like we're all freelancers on our own. So we've been there. We have
Mhm.
discovery calls. We have to put ourselves out there even when we were scared. So it's like just on different stages, but we've been all there. So it's like a one huge boat and everyone is in it. So I love that. And let's see, what has been your biggest accomplishment? Like personally, what has been the biggest accomplishment that you've had since you joined the LLMP?
For me personally, actually, the biggest accomplishment is the fact that LLMP gave me the strength and the courage to quit my 9 to 5. Because I was like so many other people, do I give up this thing that's been there for me all along? I mean, it's been tough, yes, but it paid the bills. Do I just give it up? But you know, Jet's sincerity and the fact that she was so authentic about everything that was happening and the things that she said, her social media connect, was so, it really resonated with everything I was feeling at the time. So, and I thought, here is somebody who understands what it's like to be in a 9 to 5, through the burnout, and you're giving your 100%, and at the end of the day, what is it for? Because I mean, you get this one check and then that's it. Yeah, so I think for me that was my biggest accomplishment, the fact that I had the strength and the courage to actually give up my 9 to 5 long before, when I still had the time to still continue. I mean, I didn't have to give it up now, but I did. So yes.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's been great having you around, not just in this call, but just having you in our community. It's been great. So thank you so much for sharing your story and your thoughts on the LLMP. Um, yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. I'm sure Jet will
Thank
be
you.
happy to hear that, because she does care about the feedback, about seeing people like
Yes.
happy, making sure that everyone is getting the best of the program. So I love that, and she will be even happier when she realized that we have this potential clients lining up, because girl, you're gonna be fully booked before you noticed.
I hope so, yes, and I think so. It will happen. It will
Yeah,
definitely happen.
it is happening. It's already starting to happen. um I just hope, Sharmila, that you can see the value that you have, because people coming back to you from previous contracts, and people saying like, hey, I'm just getting everything ready for you specifically, that means that they are happy with what you're bringing, with what you will bring into the company. So that's not something that, like, you can get a freelancer in less than a day. If you want to be picky, and if you want to be like, if you want to have quality, it will take time, but you can get a freelancer in one day. There's people out there, and that's what we insist so much on, optimizing your profile, on having discovery calls, because you can find profiles on Upwork charging, like, asking for $3 an hour, and because
Mm-hmm.
that's the minimum. That's
Yeah.
Upwork won't let you go lower than that. But there's people who is willing to work for those really low amounts, um, for like 80 hours a week, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
that's super tiring. That's definitely burned
Yeah.
out. And you can get someone like super fast if you are just looking for someone to put a number on it, instead of a person, just a number, someone working here. But if you have people coming back, if you have people saying like, hey, just give me a chance, I'm working on it, we want you here, it's because they can see what we've been seeing the past 4 months. They can actually see what the Sharmila that we know. So I hope that you can keep that in mind, that you're bringing
Thank you.
huge value to those clients, and you will do amazing. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
I will let you know for sure.
Please let me know. And if you have any questions, I need to close the one-on-one chat, but
Yes.
you do have access to the lead generation channel and the Q&As. Those
Okay.
Q&As are specifically made to land clients, not just your own social media, because we
Mm-hmm.
know like your social media is not your main service. But if you have questions about the contract, about discovery calls, about clients, you can ask there. But you can also send me a DM if you need. Just let me know if you have any questions, if we need to come up with a strategy for one of your clients, anything that you need, let me know, okay?
Sure. I will. Thank you. I will keep in touch and I'll let you know.